Hello and welcome. I am Deepal Shah. Welcome, welcome. Hope you can see me and hear me. And I'm just going to check really quick as to, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that we are live here. So just let me know that you guys can hear me and see me. I see we do have some people hopping on today. We are going to talk about using your minds to overcome fear. And as you guys hop on, I want to introduce myself. I'm Deepal Shah. I'm a medical intuitive and a speaker, and I'm here to assist you every Wednesday in healings and readings of what's coming up for you. I'm here to support you. And many times we'll go through a nice process. We'll talk a little bit about the topic. We'll go through a process and do a group community healing, and then we'll move forward and pick individuals from the comments. If there's something that you want to work on specifically, then we're here to support you. Okay, so let me just go ahead and share this with everyone and make sure you could see me. And yep, here we go. Okay, I just want to make sure that I am sharing this to our Deepal's Quantum Body Awakening group so that everyone can join. In the meantime, I want you to think about your fears. I want you to think about all the fears that you have right now that are coming up for you and how they are creating chaos in your life. Maybe they're creating a sense of disengagement in life. Okay. And so I want you to think about all the fears that you have at this time. Okay. Now that you've got all your fears down, okay, and you've thought about them, fear plays a huge role. And if you think about it, how many times a day do you say, oh my gosh, I'm scared? Or I don't think so. You become very reluctant to do something. And it's because this fear sets in. And you may not recognize it as fear sometimes, but there's fear coming up. Think about all the things that you fear of talking to somebody, fear of conflict, fear of confrontation, fear to make a mistake, fear of speaking to somebody, fear of looking at somebody in the eye or being in front of somebody, or just the fear of uncertainty, the unknown. What are some of your fears? And I want you to share them with me in the comments as I look at the comments, okay? Go ahead and share what your fears are. Because fears can bring us down. They could take us into a wormhole of darkness. And that darkness can it can look like anxiety. It can look like depression. It has many forms. Fear comes in many forms. And we're going to dive a little bit more into fear and how to overcome it. But go ahead and put in the comments. I want you to share where you're from. I want you to say hello, and let's get the energy started. Okay, welcome back. I am just making sure that everyone at Deepal's Quantum Body Awakening can also see me. This way I can answer any comments that you guys have. I think this is great. All right, so let's talk about overcoming, using your mind to overcome fear. How are we going to do that? There are many different kinds of fears. Fear of missing out, fear of losing someone or something, and fear of uncertainty. Those are the three ways I categorize fear. The mind plays this crucial role in the experience of fear, influencing how we perceive, interpret, and respond to fearful situations. And here are some ways that you may recognize how your mind is interacting with fear, because we love interacting with it. We love playing with it. Can fear be a good thing sometimes? Sure, it could. But when it becomes chronic fear and where it's taking over your life and you can't be who you are and you're afraid to move forward and get out of your comfort zone and create something for you, tap into your purpose, create better health, create better relationships, then that kind of fear is more chronic and it needs help. And we all have some kind of fear. I know we do, because I do too. But I know how to understand it and I know how to manage it. And I'm going to share with you how you could use your mind to overcome the fear, okay? But here's some ways that the mind interacts with fear. One is perception. The mind processes. It has like this, it processes the sensory information, the information that's coming in, and it interprets it based on past experiences, beliefs, and emotions. The second way it does it is cognition, right? The mind has a cognitive process. It has attention, it has memory, it has reasoning. And it plays a significant role in fear. For example, like someone with fear of flying. I used to have this fear. Well, I have a friend who has this tremendous fear of flying. And I do have some kind of fear of flying. It's parachuting or parasailing, whatever you call it. Like something that doesn't support me. I do have a fear, and it's of heights. And my friend, she has a fear of flying, and there's so many different fears, right? But this fear could dwell in the worst case scenario during a flight, heightening your anxiety. Right? So if you are going to go climb a mountain and you look down, that anxiety is going to kick in. If you're on a plane and you're way up there, you're looking out the window or you're sitting there, you may start to get claustrophobic. You may start to think, oh my gosh, what if, what if, what if? Right? And we create this catastrophe within our mind. The third thing is learning and conditioning. The mind learns from past experiences and it creates these associations, which create responses. It creates fear-based responses. So what happens is that we know exactly how to respond automatically when we're put in that situation. And that's conditioning. And of course, we have our wonderful imagination and this thing called anticipation. The mind has the ability to imagine the scenarios and then anticipate the potential threats. Because maybe that's what you've seen in movies, maybe that's what you have experienced in the past or know somebody who has. So it triggers a fear response. And so now it causes distress. And we start creating these hypothetical situations. Sometimes it is the worst outcome. And then once you've created this entire movie, you're thinking back going, oh my God, it's almost like you snap out of it, right? Going, but that hasn't happened. Why am I doing that? Why am I creating that? Why am I thinking like that? So understanding how the mind interacts with fear can empower you to develop strategies for managing and overcoming these fearful experiences, especially when you are in those experiences. Okay? Now, how do we change our mind so that we can control our fear? Become friends with it. Become friends with fear. Become friends with your mind. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But first, I want to share with you that Today, we do have Zena, who is going to be joining us in just a moment, and she's going to be sharing this beautiful space and her energy. She is a powerful medical intuitive who is with Ananda for Life, and I want to share her energy with you. So let me go ahead and bring Zena on. And in the meantime, you guys can make comments and say hello and where you're from, and tell me about your fear. Hello, Zena.
Hi everyone. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. We're so excited because today we're talking about fear and using the mind to overcome fear. Now, is there a certain message that you've channeled through the guides for us to help us today, whatever's coming up for us today, and whatever message we need to hear?
Yeah, it's about understanding. So examine yourself and examine your current situation in depth. See why you're having these uh, situations and be aware of them, the reasons and the challenges that you're having. So have this introspection and self awareness, understanding your personality, why things are happening to you. It comes from some it triggers something and it comes from some somewhere. So the message is your life is your message. Whatever your all your life, the path of your life is your message.
Mm.
And acknowledge that and be aware of that.
Yeah, I love that. Um, and that's such a powerful message because we often look at our life in many different ways and they're fear-based ways, right? But what if we could really look at it from a new way? And I see that a lot of people are here today just sharing with us some of their fears. And it's great because there's fear of death, Tanya says, and then pierce the sky. My main fear are being abandoned, rejected, being ridiculed, and underestimated. And I feel like we create these within our mind. And of course, we have our past experiences that our hippocampus has already has that memory of, okay, here's some of these memories, but we are still attached to them emotionally. And that's why we feel the fear, right? So I am so glad you're here. We're going to take some comments and help you overcome your fear today. I do want to share one thing with you that's coming up tomorrow, which is the 16th, and we have a surprise on the 17th that is huge. But you have to come join the 16th, which is tomorrow, and make sure that you're receiving my emails. If you're not, I'm going to put the email address, my email, in the comments so that you can email me letting me know to add you to our emails. Okay. Now, tomorrow we have Activate Your Superpowers webinar, and I'm going to be sharing insights on how you can heal your health and your life. And I want to know if you're going to be joining. If you're already here and you already signed up, let me know that you're going to be joining. If you are live, you'll be receiving a free gift from me, which I can't wait to share with you. So stay tuned for, I think there's about 2 or 3 surprises I already have in stock for you guys. And we are going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So make sure that you are going to be joining us. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat so that you could see where you can activate and join our live webinar for Activate Your Superpowers, because I'm going to share the insights with you in the secret to healing yourself. Okay. So come and join us, and I will put my email address as well so that you have that. If you need to email me and let me know exactly what your to add you to our newsletter, I can do that. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's talk about your thoughts, right? Because sometimes our thoughts are confusing. They create things in our mind and things that aren't happening. Do you find that to be true, Zena? Like, does that happen to you?
All the time. Yes.
Right? So our mind just keeps creating, and we are these creative beings. But some things that we want to create are not fun. Some things that our mind is creating, it doesn't make us feel good. And I don't like that feeling of not feeling good. So the question that I know that everyone asks, and this is the key to overcoming the fear, is to stop asking. Well, you can keep asking this question, but we're going to use it in a different way. What if? Right? If we have something going on in our lives and we're finding that there is a fear behind it, and we start to ask, what if? And that what if turns into this cascade of negative thought patterns, just negativity after negativity, then it's not going to help uplift us and raise our vibration. When you understand what fear is, then you realize how to overcome it. But until you understand it, it's going to keep hurting you. It's going to be scary. It's going to bring pain into your life. When you understand that it is not so terrifying and scary, and you start to make it more positive, create positive actions rather than those negative actions in your mind, then you start to develop something called confidence in yourself. And your actions are not fear-based, because you now understand your fear. Where is it coming from? So all the things that I've ever thought that were negative, like, here's something that I find a lot of people when I work with them, and I do a lot of medical intuition work, right? So I help people work with their health, and health is very precious to us, right? So one of the things is, what if I never get better, right? What if I go to the doctor and they give me the worst news? What if I'm going to die? Right? When something goes wrong with our health, when we feel sick, when we feel low energy and it's constant, and then we start to say, this is never going to get better. And then notice the negativity and notice how the mind starts to create fear. Right? And then the other thing I hear is, when something good happens, I'm scared to think something positive, because when something good happens, then something bad is going to happen. That's another fear that I find so common. So then you're afraid to get well. Right? You're afraid to think, oh, good things can happen in my life. So the key is to start turning those what ifs, because I had to do the same thing. And I continue to practice this each day, because I tell you, I have fears that come up as well. And so I have to say, what if, and then I put a positive spin on it. What if I can manifest great things in my life? What if the doctor is going to tell me everything is just fine? Because when I tell myself and create that positivity, even if there's a negative outcome, I've already put myself up. I've already created in my mind this positive set where it triggers positive responses. And then I can manage. If something is negative, it doesn't feel so bad. Okay? Because you can't think that now that I created something positive in my mind and something doesn't go my way means that it's my fault. Because then you go into this part of, oh, it's my fault. I did it to myself. I might as well just think the way I'm thinking, and you go back into your old patterns. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Okay, so I do want to say hello to Manisha. Hello, my dear. So good to see you. Ruda, Pierce the Sky. So Tanya, so wonderful to see you guys. And I want to share with you some things that are coming up for you so that we can help you. So we've got a few minutes and we want to be here to help you manage your fear and overcome your fear within your mind. So tell us what is coming up for you so that we can help you, okay? And I know Pierce the Sky had something, being abandoned, rejected, and being ridiculed, underestimated. Okay. So, Zena, what are you getting here?
Low self-esteem, low self-worth, and no self-love. That's what I'm getting. It all stems from that.
Let's go ahead and do a healing. Where are you guided to go?
The heart.
Okay. Okay, Ricardo, thank you. I'm just going to clear the solar plexus while Zena's working on the heart. And notice how you feel, okay, Ricardo? Because I understand these fears of being abandoned. These are coming from childhood, being rejected,
Yeah.
right? Is it coming from a specific timeline, Zena? I know you're really good at timelines. So are you getting any timelines?
6 years old.
6 years. Wow. Ricardo, let us know if this resonates with you. Hey, Lori, so good to see you here. Yeah, I see a lot of people joining. So do say hello. Tell us what your fears are. Let us help you. Let us support you in overcoming these fears. Okay, because some of you might be dealing with the same fears. If you do feel like, oh, that's me also, then go ahead and be open to receiving. Okay, open yourself up to receiving this healing.
I see mother issues.
He says he's grown up in a toxic place.
Narcissistic place. Very cold, manipulative.
It's like, Ricardo, it feels almost like you hide yourself in a shell, right? Like there's like this cover over you all the time, and you walk with your head down. He said, yes, abusive mother. So it's like you walk with your head down, like, and your shoulders shrugged. So I want you to relax your shoulders as Zena has worked on your heart. And she's working on that. So just relax. Hello, Jennifer. So good to see you here, honey. Just relax, just pull and just allow your heart to open. Like, really just expand your heart, okay? Like, right here, really just push it out, okay? And everybody could do this. So just allow yourself to feel into the energy. There you go. And let us know how that feels. Okay. Lori says, a fear of not getting well. Who am I without sickness? And Lori, that is a very common fear. Very common fear. And I definitely resonate with that because who am I without my rosacea? Who am I without my digestive issues? Who am I? Like, I have already set the tone because that's what we discuss when we're with our friends or with our family. What is our health issues? What is going on, right? So, and we're always reading about it. Like, how can we get better? So, but yet there's this belief that who am I without it? Because you don't recognize yourself anymore. So, Zena, what are you getting? Where are you guided to go? And what are you getting? Because,
Nervous system, and I'm getting not worthiness, no undeservedness,
yeah,
not worthy of a good life, healthy life.
the second
Low
chakra
self-esteem.
is what I'm working on. Go ahead.
Low self-esteem.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Lori, it feels like even your mom or dad or even your ancestors, they dealt with the sickness and they identified themselves with sickness. So let's just clear that energy. And if anyone else resonates with what Lori's saying, oh, goodness. Talk about it's not just contagious. We're just trying to help you release, Lori, okay? We're not just yawning because we're bored, I promise you. We're just releasing energy and you guys might feel that. But a lot of you might resonate with this. And so let's just clear it out. It's just a belief. So what if, let's turn that around because it's a fear. What if you are whole, you are free, you could do anything you want, you are healthier without your sickness, right? Let's turn that around. And what if you are going to get better? Okay, what if, and what would that look like? That's why we do certain exercises of looking into the future, right? Really going into the future and looking at our future self the way we imagine it, the way we desire it, the way we dream of it, the way we want it. But see, these things in between is what's cutting off the connection of what you would like. And so, right here, we reconnect you with what you want. And from now on, instead of having your what ifs, that what if, I don't get well, you're going to turn into what if I am well? And then notice the energy behind it, notice the positivity behind it, and notice the positive thoughts that come after you make that statement. So go ahead and make that statement, Lori, and let me know how that feels, okay? Because I really want you to make that statement. What if I am getting well? I feel like your body's going to be jumping up for joy, honestly, because you've told yourself too long that I'm not getting well, okay? So, anyone else? Let's see. Oh, Manisha. Hello, Manisha. If you guys want to, if you're here for the first time, go ahead and put in the comments exactly what you fear and what you would like support with. And Zena and I will be supporting you through energy healing. Okay. And if you just joined us, I do want to share there is a activate your superpowers that's coming up tomorrow, March 16th. So you could come join us. It's a free webinar and you can come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last time we had about 70 people on the webinar. And so tomorrow is the last day to be live. You're going to get a ton of gifts that I am giving away for free. So if you want to hop on, that is the link, anandaforlife.com/healing webinar. If you want me to send you the link, put in the comments, link to free webinar. Okay. And I'll go ahead and send that to you. Many of you, I have already DM'd you. So make sure you check your direct messages in Messenger. Okay. May 16th, you said March. Oh, oops, May. Sorry. I'm going back in time, Lori. I am seriously going back in time. Thank you so much, Lori, for correcting me. It is May 16th, which is tomorrow. I'm losing track of time. All right. So Manisha says a fear of being alone, not finding a life partner, support, fear of not getting well. Okay. So I don't have a spleen, total colectomy, have a pouch. Okay. All right. So fear of being left alone. I think that is the biggest thing here, right? So let's see where your body's taking us. And guys, you can learn what Zena and I are doing. You can learn from me. I teach you how to become a medical intuitive so that you could heal your body, heal your life. Okay. So if you want to do that, definitely email me and let's talk some more. Okay. But you have to be able to tap into the whispers of your body. This fear, Manisha, that is coming up for you, we're going to tap into that for you today. But I also want to teach you how to do that on your own. Okay. So when these fears come up, you know exactly what to do and how to manage it. What are you getting, Zena?
I'm getting the heart chakra and fear of abandonment, rejection. It's a childhood trauma. She
I
was
know.
rejected before.
Yep.
Oh, it's very heavy.
I know. And I definitely feel it in the heart. I feel like there's a stab in the back of the heart,
A betrayal.
like somebody betrayed her. Um, Fear of being alone. And there is something coming up because there was some kind of trauma when you were left alone. And it feels like it's very dark. Like it's dark outside, it's dark. And then you're waking up at 12, 1 o'clock, or you're not sleeping at all because there's a fear of something or someone coming through and invading your energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Something happened when she was 5 years old, maybe. She can recall that.
Yeah, Manisha, let us know if this resonates with you because we're finding
She's having trust issues.
we're having some energies come up and some things being shown to us, but we want to make sure we're on the right path. And so let us know if this resonates with you, if you are still live with us. Otherwise, you can also watch the replay and let us know later. Okay. All right, there we go.
Yes, somebody took her power away.
Yep. Father, sister.
I'm having a very strong feeling on my third chakra.
All right. So I'm gonna work in the back of the heart. Ooh. My parents later in life, my father, siblings, ex, all betrayed me again. Okay. So that energy is very prominent. Um, let's just clear some of this. And so that fear of being left alone, it's all compartmentalized in certain parts of your body. And that's mainly the heart area. Okay. So, Manisha, make sure you try to get some one on one healing. And that reminds me, guys, if you would like a one on one healing, Zena is definitely open to helping you. And you can connect with Zena at anandaforlife.com/Zena. Okay. And she offers amazing healing processes, 45-minute sessions and they are truly powerful. So if you would like a session with Zena, this is how you can connect with her. All right, Manisha, let us know how you're feeling. Some of these things are so deeply seated that, we have to keep in mind that you may need more healing. It's sometimes difficult to work in the short period of time and connect with everything that's coming up, and some things are better said offline. Okay, so if you would like a deeper healing, please connect with Zena. Okay. All right. Awesome. That brings us to the end of our 30 minutes today. And I invite you every Wednesday to connect with me. And it's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern so that you can get the support that you need. Manisha says, my heart is feeling heavy. Yes, let us help you release that. Please do connect with Zena. Okay, Manisha. Um, all right. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being the light in this world. The full moon is coming up. So hope you'll be joining us for the full moon energies that we're going to be doing an inner child healing for. And you should have received the information in the email. Tomorrow we have a free webinar, Activate Your Superpowers. Come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm giving away a lot of free gifts. So there are a lot of things coming up at Ananda for Life, and I hope you'll be joining our community and our tribe for all these wonderful, yummy energies. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much, Zena, for being here.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.